Hey, my wonderful divine feminine Aries placements. Christina here, Ginger Mama, coming at you with extended Tarotscope for the month of November. However, I will tell you, ooh, and my battery's running low. I gotta plug my computer in. Hold on. Is your battery running low? All right, there we go. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like, A, I'm sorry these are running behind, right? Because me too, I'm an Aries sun. And I feel that energy for a lot of like Aries placements lately of like, you're tired. You're just like, I got up the mountain. I've been trying to help other people. I'm doing the thing. You're just like a little overwhelmed right now. And I feel like part of the issue here when I was channeling for you is I kept like the words like picture perfect kept coming in, or like a beautiful scene of like um like almost looking down at like boats or mountains with boats, and it was just like a beautiful landscape, and it just was picture perfect, like nothing looked off in the image. And it's almost like this pressure you're putting on yourselves, Aries, where you're like, this is what I want, and I know this is going to work. And I don't even feel like it's in a relationship. I feel like this is just a standard you're trying to hold yourself to, or you're hoping for the collective. Do you know what I mean? Like this picture perfect vibe. I also feel like some of you Aries, like many of you sometimes can get to a place where like you're just like, I am me. Like I don't care what other people view me as. You know what I mean? Like I always joke, like I wish I had more Libra placement, right? Because tapping in with that feminine energy of like beauty and this and that, like you're just like, no, I see people's natural beauty, and like I don't want to like put on a performative show for others because I don't, you know what I mean? You don't like that attention. I think many of you have gone through a cycle where you were doing that, but then you feel like, I don't, it's almost like that push pull if you're like, yeah, I know I'm picture perfect just the way I am, but I feel like others only see me as picture perfect when I dress or act or talk a certain way, right? And so there's some like animosity there, I feel like, for you this month. Some frustration there where you're like, I feel like I have to be somebody I'm not in order to be accepted or loved, and I don't want to be that. And so let's dive deeper into this, okay? Let's dive deeper into this. We're gonna first review what occurred. By the way, divine masculine, divine feminine, whatever you resonate with. If you are more anxiously attached within a connection, you're likely more the feminine energy. If you're more avoidant, you're likely more masculine energy. Feel free to watch both, everybody. As you align, both of these readings kind of start to integrate and mesh and make more sense, okay? So don't freak out if they both are resonating. This is why we're trying to just understand the duality and balance. Also, your moon, rising, Venus placement could be helpful to watch if you feel called, or if you have someone you believe to be a counterpart, you can check in on theirs as well. All right, let's dive in. So on the 5th, we had Venus in Scorpio opposite Uranus in Taurus, okay? And so this energy of Scorpio is always craving deep meaning, right? Intense conversations. And you as an Aries, like, you're like, I want it now. Like, let's do this. Like, you know, and so you might feel kind of stalled because you're like, I'm trying to get to the root of the problem. I'm trying to get to the deeper conversation. Why is this not working with whoever it is, right? Whether that's a client, a friend, or a lover. And so there might have been frustration earlier in the month around that. And so understand we still have Uranus retrograde in Taurus till January 22nd. It's been there since August 23rd. And this is making finances a little bit challenging, or new endeavors where you're kind of like, who do I collaborate with? What do I really want to do? And just make sure you're really understanding how you feel about money, and not just feel, but what does money look like for you in a relationship, right? And who should you or should you not be collaborating with? The Three of Cups reversed. I think many of you have friends, family, maybe it was a lover, but just people that you thought you were supposed to collaborate with in some way, or you hoped to, right? And sources showing you very clearly, no, these people are not meant to collaborate with you. They're nowhere on your level. And literally, like, you're being shown. Like, I think you thought that maybe they knew. Like, you were like, no, but like, they know so much about that. And sources like, no, they don't. No, they don't. You planted your seeds. Your seeds are coming to harvest. Okay, Aries, like, this is happening. And I feel like maybe you're going to see some progress between now and the 22nd of January. But I also feel like whatever you're doing between now and the 22nd of January, it's going to come to harvest fast. It's not just going to be like a small thing, but you've got to keep going forward. Like I said, with the battery low on my computer, many of you, the first part of this month, maybe we're feeling kind of stalled out. And the universe is like, no, you've got to keep going. Get very clear. Get very clear on finances right now, okay? Many of you might be feeling energetically drained, financially drained, but it's like somewhere in you, you know this is what you're supposed to be doing, and you know that it works. The big key here is to continue to walk away from the past. Friends, family, lovers, I don't care what you thought or who you thought they were. If they're not showing up with emotional truth, look, it's getting dark. I cannot make this shit up. This happened for my Aquarius read too. So like if you don't walk away, it's going to get dark for you. If you're like, no, I still think they're great, and I'll just reach out again. Don't do it. Okay, bad idea. Trust me. Just trust me when I say this. Okay? 6 of Wands. All right? And if Source is directly guiding you to do something, like do it. You know how this works. But a lot of times Source is just trying to show you, oh, yeah, you reached back out to that friend and tried to like invite them out or make plans or do whatever you did. And like they just, nope. They didn't want to see you. They didn't give a shit about you, did they? Why are you still entertaining that? You have a ton of people that need you now, right? Like you have Aries, I feel like many of you are in this place where you're like, I know I'm the shit, but no, I'm not the shit. It's like, stop. You got this, okay? So, I know, I feel like many of you are craving partnerships, you know, where you're like, no, but I want to collaborate with people. And you're like, but everybody, I feel like, am I not playing nice? And the universe is like, it's not that you're not playing nice, it's just that you're pretty direct, right? And you know your vision. And if other people aren't even going to come to the table and share theirs to give you an opportunity to mesh, then it's not worth it, okay? It's not worth it. On the 8th, we had Mercury moving into Scorpio. We also had the full moon and lunar eclipse in Taurus. Sure you heard about it. Sure you felt that energy, everybody. It's part of a 3-part series. On November 19th, 2020, where were ya? Most of us coming out of COVID. Most of us had experienced a lot of anxiety, fear, energy, even if we didn't understand what was going on, right? And so there was a big kind of shift around there. Ask yourself what was occurring for you. For me, that was a time where I suddenly was like, I want to move back to the city. It made no sense. I knew nothing about astrology or tarot, but I did it, and trust me, it was all lined up for a reason. I'm glad I did. November 8th, 2022, that just occurred, right? We just had that full moon eclipse, the whole thing going on. And so again, this is asking us to be stronger. It is building us up with our intuition to say, okay, I know this is hard. And you're sitting there like, it's so hard. Keep going. Many of you, especially Aries placements, massive migraines this month, massive head activation, whether it's crown, third eye, but also the migraines coming in, sinus pressure. This is normal through the ascension journey, especially if you hold heavy Aries placements in your chart. Aries rules the head, okay? And so don't panic about that. Just really tap in with, what do I need to be doing? What is Source guiding me to do? It always seems to alleviate for me when I take the action, okay? So if you have more questions about specifics around that, I'm happy to do a reading or discuss with you. gingermama3as.com is where you can book a personal with me. But this energy we just experienced, especially then we have the 11/11 portal, right? So today is the 13th. Many of you might be feeling like you just got out of that earthquake energy. You're like, all right, I thought I was all stable and steady, and then they did it again. They shook it again. But like to me though, it doesn't feel like, it feels like you handled it well. Like it doesn't feel like you're falling over, like maybe in the past you would have, like just crumbled. You're like, no, okay, I'm going to get back up. I'm going to get back up, because that's what you do, right? If there's one thing we know about Aries, they're persistent, all right? And that's what I like about you guys. We got it, right? Fire sign energy there. But I do feel like some of you are having that flame go out, where you're like, well, how do I reignite it? And the universe is trying to teach you, you always reignite your flame. You don't need anybody else to do this, okay? And we don't need to burn down others in the process. It's about us, our soul. Fire energy is spirit, okay? Just so you know, fire is spirit. What do we have? We have earth is fire. Breath is air, so your voice. Fire is spirit, and water is your blood, or circulation of the system. And what am I missing? Earth is my body, water is my blood, breath is the air, fire is my spirit. Yeah, so earth is my body. That's how it goes. And fire is my spirit. So yeah, and many of you, this feeling of singing might be really important, opening up that throat chakra, speaking truth, whatever this is for you. Many of you have these endeavors, these ideas. It's like, go for it, okay? I feel like, you know what you're calling in. You're calling in balanced, equal give and take. King of Cups here. You're really looking for someone who's compassionate and gentle with you. Do you know what I mean? I feel like many of you are like, I've been through a lot and I don't think people understand it. And so you're calling that in. And so tap in with that masculine energy of like, what does an emotionally mature masculine energy look like? And what does that embody, right? Like, again, that like gentleness, that singing, that this and that. We all have masculine and feminine energy. And tap in with that. Like, what does an emotionally vulnerable masculine energy look like, right? Maybe some of you writing or poetry or, you know what I mean? Things like that. Like, I picture, I think more of, whatever, playing an instrument. Like, I don't know. All right. Tap in with that, but not in like some like, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole and get all romantic, okay? Absolutely not. We're focused on the coin this month, okay? Let's rein it in. Got a little sidetracked there with that Fire is Spirit song. See, don't let that happen. I feel like that's what's happening. You're on point, and then something sucks you in. You're like, oh, but I miss my feminine energy. And the universe is like, stop. We're keeping you in masculine, and you know why. So stay in masculine energy right now. Healed masculine energy. Okay? Those of you still confused about this back and forth role reversal, you're going to get it. Just keep going, okay? So anyways, what I want to point out, all right, is we definitely want to be sitting in gratitude, okay? Like, as we are moving through the month, obviously we have Thanksgiving coming up. It's about gratitude. But you need to be grateful for every penny. Yes, 10 of Pentacles here. Many of you know what's coming in your future careers, financial endeavors. Source is giving you all the downloads. You're like, yeah, I know, but wait, Do not get in the place of not holding gratitude right now for what you have. Source has carried many of you through so many things and continues to provide avenues, people, things, gifts, clients, and it just seems to work. And I know many of you are like, I still don't feel financially secure enough. And the universe is like, it's okay. You keep trusting. That's the lesson you're having to learn right now, is that masculine energy of emotional truth and vulnerability, but you're still in that work, energy of masculine energy, always wanting to go forward, right? So focus on that right now. If you've done the release work of like forgiving, forgetting, like you're not going to pick a fight with someone. I feel like some of you are in that energy of like, yeah, I don't want to fight with them. The battle's done, but like I know they're still lying. Fuck that. Why are they still lying to me? What the fuck? You know they're lying. You know about the third parties. Like, just let it be. Don't let that stop you, because that's what they want. These energies in your life that have lied to you and not brought clarity, they want you stalled out. They don't want you succeeding. They want you crying in bed, wishing upon a star. Yeah, look at this. Ace of Cups reversed. That's what they want. They want you imbalanced and in your emotions, Divine Feminine. Stop. No. You know you have romance coming for you in the future. You know you have love. You know you have all these things. But you got to focus first on completing these endeavors that you're starting, okay? Your cardinal energy. And I get it. You have so many ideas and you get going. But then it's like, what's this follow through? And that's what they want. People that don't want you or to support you are going to do that a lot. They're going to say, oh, see, they didn't finish the thing. See, oh, look, Christina didn't get her Tarotscopes up on time. It's like you're learning as you go. Tune out the outside noise, all right? You're going to do it, and you're getting better and better all the time, and you know you are. And you know why Source has you doing this. And if they're judging you, let them judge and trust that Source will handle that, right? But don't you get in the rabbit hole of listening to their judgment or judging yourself, okay? The 22nd, we have Sagittarius season starting, that fire energy. Look at this, as the sun comes out. Yes, this is going to feel so good for you. If you've been doing the work and this and that, you're going to sit back. And I feel like Thanksgiving, everything, I feel like many of you are going to have some things from the past, like validation here. And this is interesting though. I was going to say past like family or people like noticing what you've been up to, but then we have the Two of Cups come out. So maybe a truth about a past soulmate, but I mean, this is upright, or this is a past energy though. Yeah, it's a past energy. I was going to say it's definitely not new. So a past lover, guys, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you resonate with, there's some type of clarity coming. Could be in dreams, could be in person. The 23rd, that new moon in Sagittarius, This feels good with the sun there, but I do feel like if there's communication here at the end of the month, hear me on this. Yeah, see the dark? That's what you don't know right now. You're like, no, I think they're dark. And this happened. I'm telling you, I feel like this energy of just you don't know. You're like, I don't want to believe they're dark, but based on everything that's been occurring, I don't know if I can trust them. And it feels almost like mirrored energy. Maybe this other person thought you were dark and all of this. And you're just like, yeah, well, if we would have just been able to sit down and talk, we would have known the truth, but you didn't want to talk. And so give this person space to talk, okay? Shut your darn mouth. Because if they got clarity, they have clarity, I guess. Hear them out. But yeah, I don't know. We're at the end of this reading, and this is what comes out as the Two of Cups. God, you funny. So yeah, focus on that coin. Apparently you got love coming in. I don't know, maybe it's this month, maybe it's just in the future, but it did come out for this month. Pay attention though, because the communication in Mercury and Sagittarius opposite Mars and Gemini, sextile Saturn in Aquarius. See, this is what I think is going on for you. Even if this person reaches out, like you're going to just be like, no. You didn't want it last month. You didn't want it 6 months ago. You didn't, like, why now? Do you know what I'm saying? And that feeling of that 10 of Pentacles too. Like some of you are like, now you only want back in because of work. Like I feel like Divine Feminine, you're really in your head. So untangle that with Source, okay? And also really tap into clear communication right now, because maybe you should hear this person out, but I don't even know that you should. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know they were lying. Like, I feel like some of you are just going to be like, block. Nope. Done. Not doing it. I don't know. This is up to you. But you know you were lied to. You know you were ignored by this person. And so I don't know what they could say now to make up for that or clarify that. And so make sure they're telling you the truth. Yes, I did intentionally ignore you. Yes, I did lie to you. Yes, I did screw other people. Yes, I knew about our connection and I ran from it. Because if they're not being that clear with you, then you're never going to be able to trust them, right? Yeah, you're never going to take a risk on them because they never took a risk on you either, right? Ask them the truth about social media stalking. Many of them swear up and down. They don't stalk your social media. They don't this. They weren't wishy-washy. Well, call it out, all right, Divine Feminines? Because I feel like this energy is very deceptive, where you're like, is this legit energy or is this just shady energy where they're trying to get out of energetic conflict? Yeah, this feels like rocky waters. Page of Wands reversed. I would not plan forward movement with this person. I really wouldn't. Justice reversed. I know you got excited with that Two of Cups, but like this is not balanced yet. This is not just, and this is just another stall tactic by this person. This could just be a text too of like, Happy Thanksgiving, or like something stupid. You know what I mean? Where you just get the little like text in the middle of the night because they had a dream about you and they're freaking out. Yeah, don't respond to that. This person, if they're maturing, growing, and spiritually aligned, would literally be sending you like the full truth or speaking with you the full truth. And if they can't do that, they're never going to be your people, okay? So I love you. I know that's hard to hear, but I'm telling you, I just want you to be really careful, Aries, because I feel like some of you have been going through a lot, and I mean, everybody has, but I would be very mindful about this, okay? Let's see if anything else comes out the Moon Oracle cards. Yeah, expect powerful change. Like, you have powerful change and you know it, and you know you are the change way maker, right? And like Source is that energy and you're channeling that. But you only have this if you can stop taking action to repeated cycles, right? So anything that feels like a repeated cycle, just ignore it, push it away, okay? It's time to take action reversed with the Aries new moon, by the way. Like, you're not taking action. You're still stalled out. You're still hoping this person changed. You're still fixed on the love story idea. You're not realizing the bigger picture of like, you get to heal and ascend. You get to bring in your coin. You get to do these things. And then you get to call in actual legit love that's not going to treat you like garbage, right? Right? Yeah. Telling you, Aries, I love you, but look, the lover's up. I'm telling you, have love. You will love again. I'm telling you, many of you are like, but I'm never going to love again. It was that person. No, it's not that person. That person was a lesson. Now you get to love yourself. You get to help love the collective. And you get to love, you know, everybody else. And look, if it is that person, okay, but ask yourself, like, where are they? How long are you going to wait? Because see, Aries don't wait. They're cardinal. Cardinal energies, we go. And many of you have waited longer than you've ever waited before. So I wouldn't wait. I'd keep going. Okay, go on the date, do the thing. Maybe that's where you meet the soulmate, guys. I love you guys. Have a great month. I will see you back next month.